we're going to calculate the inpatient census for January the 2nd. Since we're looking at the inpatient census, we're going to use the following numbers: the 321, the 73 patients admitted, the 24 that were discharged. So we have 321 as our census. We're going to add the 73 that were admitted, and we will subtract the 24 that were discharged. That will give us 370. Next, we're going to calculate the hospital's daily inpatient census for January the 2nd. This time, we're going to use 321 again. We will use the 73 patients admitted, the 24 discharged, but we will include the 3 that were admitted and died that day. To calculate this, we'll take 321 and we'll add the 73 admissions. We're going to subtract the 24 that were discharged. And then we're going to add the 3 that were admitted and died that day. And that should give us 373 patients. The next tells us to calculate the ICU inpatient service days for January 2nd. ICU numbers are here. It tells us we have a census of 12. We had 4 admissions, 3 discharges, and 1 admitted and discharged. This begins the ICU area. Using those numbers, we're going to take 12 and add the 4 that were admitted. And we're going to subtract the 3 discharges. We will add the 1 that was admitted and died the same day. And we will end with a census of 4 that day on January the 2nd month. To calculate our average daily census, we need a formula. Our formula is total inpatient service days for a period, excluding newborns, over our total number of days in the period. Okay, so for the first 6 months, what we're going to need to do is decide how many days are in this period. We're going to take our 27,000, which we know is our total inpatient service days, and we need to calculate January through June. January, we know that there are 31 days. February, we have 28. We get a total of 181 days. And so we're going to divide 181 into 27,813, and we will get 153.7, and we will round that to 154. The average daily census for the entire year, we're going to use the same formula, but since we're using the entire year, we know that our days will be 365. We also have to figure out what the total inpatient service days are for the entire year, so what we're going to need to do is add 27,813 to the 35,873, and use 365 as our total number of days in the period. We will get 174.5, which rounds to 175.